The following is an audio recording of an interview I conducted with Len Dio of the New Jersey Family Policy Council regarding the anti-bullying Bill of Rights law New Jersey recently passed.
We had a law in 2002 in New Jersey that was, to help tackle bullying. Do you think there was anything lacking in that law that they needed to pass the Bill of Rights, or do you think the Bill of Rights was just, an emotional reaction to what's going on right now?
It was our belief that the most powerful homosexual lobby in the state of New Jersey, Garden State Equality, really leveraged what happened there and to introduce this legislation. And you put it right. It was it was a knee-jerk reaction to a very, very bad situation. But when it comes to public policy, there's questions that should be asked that we don't believe were asked in this case. And while there was what was done to Tyler Clementi was abhorrent, and we don't think any student should ever have that situation done to him. We don't even know that Tyler Clementi was in fact gay, as he was claimed to be by some of the people that advocates for this particular bill. We don't even know. Apparently, we understand that the person that perpetrated or was involved with Mr. Clementi was an older man. But he has disappeared from. There's been no involvement or, to our knowledge, no questioning of him and what involvement he had. So that was one of the things that we were concerned about. The second thing was the bill gets a little complicated in that it has in it what's called an ex post facto bill of attainder. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Well, what that does is it gives the right now to the state to prosecute somebody for actions that might have happened 10 years ago, that 10 years ago were not a crime. That now makes it a crime.
Yeah.
And that we found that to be very, very suspect, that a bill like that would pass. We understand if in public policy they want to change the law and make a particular action a criminal offense or a misdemeanor or whatever, usually it's effective with the date of legislation and then goes forward from there,
Yeah.
But with this one, it has retroactive implementation, and so we're real concerned about that. And a couple of schools that we've heard from that spoke to us off the record were very concerned about that, and also the fact that there's unfunded mandates that now the schools that are operating under budgets that are being stressed are now going to be called to do certain things where there's mandates for diversity training and different types of things that are in the bill, and the school is not given any funding for it. Not that we think that there should be any more funding for any more programs, but we think the schools are receiving a tremendous amount of money. But to put something else on top of them causes us to question why.
You said before that bullying was improving over the years before this bill. What was the cause of the bullying improvement? Do you know?
Well, I think general awareness. I think people being more respectful of one another.
Do you think that it's the school's responsibility to be, educating kids about why bullying is wrong or not, or do you think that it's something's happening with families that's maybe not, kids aren't being punished in the right way or educated in the right way? Do you think that the school has to step in, or are there other ways to stop bullying, in your opinion?
Well, I think it's something where, in an ideal world, the families are involved, the school's involved, everyone is involved, in the process. But has it gotten to the point where we need formal programs to tell people that bullying's not a good thing? I mean, we just can't say that hey, bullying's a bad thing. Don't do it. There'll be consequences. We create more programs and things, so it's really, bullying had, in fact, improved substantially, and reports were down. So what happens is when there's one case that comes to light, it's like everybody focuses on it, and they forget the fact that there's hundreds of thousands of kids in the schools, and, it's, again...
Do you think that the 2002 law was one of the reasons why bullying got better, to raise awareness for it, or do you think it was just, something that the schools were doing on their own?
Well, I think it may have contributed to the situation, and there may be individual schools on their own that, if in fact it's a problem, that they're handling it effectively.
So the fact that, and you tell me a little bit about how the New Jersey Family Policy Council feels about the state of bullying now in schools.
About the state of bullying now?
Yeah, we just had, like the Anti-Bullying Bill of Rights, and what you think about that.
Yeah, we believe that, bullying obviously is not a good thing, and that no one, no matter who they are, should be in that position where in their schools they do get bullied. In New Jersey, this was not the first time that a bill was passed to look at that situation. And but some of the things that were in this particular bill, we did have concerns over. We think in New Jersey that the bullying situation has improved substantially over the years, but it's just now with mass media and the various forms of communications, when things like this do happen, it tends to be into the general public airways, so that everybody might be familiar with a particular case, and if that case in effect has drastic ramifications, as the case did with Tyler Clementi, then it definitely creates widespread awareness and outcry.